Today, in enmeshed families, mama's boys, or a whole ego mass that is run and bossed around, manipulated, controlled by an enmeshed mother. I will tell you about someone out there, this young girl, South African to the core, truly South African. Xhosa mother, Ihlubi specifically, and the Musutu dad who turned out later on when he went senile to say actually I'm Tswana, but definitely both South African parents. This little girl meets a guy who lies to her and says he was born in Johannesburg. And then she asks, but if you're born in Johannesburg, what in the world would send you to a country like Zimbabwe? How? She had never met anyone who had been black, born in South Africa, and then went over to Zimbabwe of all places, right? And the second thing, this is what I want you to beware of. Beware of families that claim to be Christian but are prejudiced. They hate a certain group of people. That same hatred that they will put or feel against that one group or two groups or three will come against you if you dare stand on your own and think for yourself. So that young man, he came from Zimbabwe. He said his mother was South African, his father not. That's what he claimed, right? But he told his girlfriend that before he went to UCT in South Africa to study there, his South African mother told him, do not get together with any South African girl because South African girls are loose and forward. That's true because that same man is now having an affair, or has been having and is having an affair with a loose South African girl. But look at me, guys, and look at you. I don't know about you, but look at me. I'm a South African girl and I've never been loose. I have been wonderful. And in terms of morality and some other men. And that young man's innocent South African wife has also never been unfaithful. She has never been loose. Surprise, surprise. Imagine that. South African girls aren't all one group, stereotyped as being loose. I've never heard of that. But yes, apparently South African girls are loose, and he shouldn't have married a South African girl. So that was strike one. He went and did something he shouldn't have. So already his mother will hate this girl. Doesn't make sense. Does it mean she herself was loose? I will say this, that woman who I will not tell you who she is. She had a child at 17 and then married a different man and had 3 children with him. And then while married to that man, she had a child with a married man. Perhaps she was talking about herself and assuming that she is no better than any other South African girls. And so if she could go around giving her body to people while claiming to be a Christian, then clearly all the other girls are doing the same. And you can only have a mother who does that, not a girlfriend. Does that make sense? And then this same family, the other son had a girlfriend, a fiance. She happened to be Shona. That young girl who had lived her whole life in South Africa didn't know anything about Shonas and Debeles. It's like this was her world. Her world was apartheid. She grew up during apartheid and has all her life had to deal with humans or people, beings who have the apartheid mindset. Never left the country, even though when black people took over, they should have. They should have just gone. But anyway, they still remain. So she was used to that. But Shonas and Debeles, this young man told his girlfriend, my brother has a girlfriend, but she's Shona. And we Ndebele people don't get along with Shona people. Shonas stink. Shonas are stupid or lacking in intelligence. Basically, the whole message was Shonas are inferior to Ndebele people like us and our family. And there was a bit of rejoicing when said brother was unfaithful to the fiance and ended up marrying a different girl from a different country. Definitely not Shona. Beware of families that look down on other groups as a whole. It says a lot more about themselves than about the groups that they look down on. It shows that their hearts are as dark as the architects of apartheid, and dark hearts can never truly love. And those dark hearts will never love you. I feel sorry for that girl. She thought, okay, if he is disobeying his mother, then he's going to think for himself throughout life. It wasn't to be. So that's my warning for you today, a very quick one. Don't marry into a family that is racist, prejudiced, tribalist. It shows, especially as Christians, family Christians, that they have no Christ in them. Because Christ is no respecter of persons. Those people are fake Christians. They will smile with the Shona person and then backbite them behind their backs. Obviously, it's backbiting, so it's behind their backs. And then they will look down on this kind of person, smile at them, yes, I'll meet with you, and then backbite those same people behind their backs too. Don't ever marry into a prejudiced family. Ever.